On hearing all these 6.0 horror stories. Y'all done got me scared out here. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the process. So I'm sitting inside my Ford F350 pickup. I want to just do a little walk around and kind of ask y'all opinion. Ask for y'all help at the same time. I've been getting a bunch of comments about my 6.0, so I want to just kind of go over this with y'all. It's like it's a lot of commotion going on in my background. Hopefully y'all can hear me good. Whenever I press record, that's when all the activities start around me. It seems like I'm at my storage yard. It's a lot of semis to store out here, so they're always getting work done or getting towed in or towed out. Either one. I'm hoping that don't be my situation at one point in time, but anyway, so this is my Power Stroke 6.0, and if y'all been watching my previous videos, I'm currently getting set up to start car hauling. I got me a 3 to 4 car wedge trailer that I plan on hauling and using this F350 for the job, but a lot of guys been leaving me comments telling me to be very careful. These 6.0s are problematic and known for having issues on the road. And I actually ended up doing research after I bought this truck, which I'm starting to slap myself for. But I hate to say it, I've never been a big Ford fan to begin with, but again, I'm crossing my fingers with this buy. I'm gonna hope for the best. It ran pretty good when I got it. I went out and did a test drive, drove it for a good 30 minutes to an hour. I made sure I got up to operating temperature, so I didn't see no overheating, no leaks, no kind of funny idle, anything weird with the motor. I feel like I did a good overall check. And it was in good condition. So what I'm kind of questioning is, should I do anything preventative before I start hauling to this engine? I've been doing my research on the bulletproofing and some of the known issues. For one, I hear they got a pretty faulty water pump on here with the plastic rotary fan or rotary blade that's in the water pump. They tend to break. Then I always hear about the oil cooler and the EGR valve, the EGR cooler. Leaks coolant, stuff like that, but that's a complete overhaul. That's up under the cooler is under the intake. So I've been noticing you gotta do a lot of breakdown. Gotta pull the whole intake off, pull the turbo off. The turbo is like right here. Some guys say you gotta pull the whole cab off. Basically, the whole front that you see raises off the frame, and you can get better clearance to the engine to do engine work. Now I have seen a lot of guys break this down. They just move this wire harness and they move the fan shroud, and they do their tear down that way with the engine and the cab still in place. But I really don't want to. I just want to be able to honestly get me at least a good 6 months, maybe a little longer, maybe 40,000 miles out of this engine before I have to do anything to it. It currently has 130,000 miles on it. I'm gonna do my first startup now so you can hear how it runs. Do a cold start. It's been sitting for a few days. You can see the mileage right there. And the previous, it's a one truck owner. The previous owner really didn't tell me any kind of major repairs were done. Let me start this up. See, it starts right up every single time I turn that key. Never had an issue with starting up. Never had an issue with overheating. Never had an issue with smoking. Got a smooth idle. It doesn't shake, as you can see. No noises. I'll show you the tailpipe. I got my tarp over it now because I don't have my rear end covered, so I don't want no rain to get over my fuel tank. There's my tailpipe. I feel good pressure coming out of that exhaust. But anyway, I really just want to see if there's anything I can do minor to give me some extra life out of this 6.0. I went on the BulletProof website. I see they got their own air cooler and EGR valve that you can buy and install. There's aftermarket water pumps I've been seeing that I can install. So give me any suggestions that you may have. If you're in the Michigan, Metro Detroit area, and you know good shops that are used to dealing with these 6.0s, please recommend me a shop. That's for future reference. But again, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I don't plan on running this truck forever. I don't plan on going long haul, like being over the road for days. I don't plan on doing 700-800 miles at one time. I only plan on doing maybe 200-300 miles daily. Something like that to start out. Just to kind of secure some income. So I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope I can get a good, I don't know, 40,000 miles like I've been saying. I believe it's due for an oil change. I don't think that's been done since, well, I haven't done it since I owned this truck. It's been about 2 months since I've owned it. And I haven't seen no records from the previous owner or when the last oil change was done. So I'll be doing the oil change next and changing the oil filter out. I heard that's kind of like one of the things you really got to stay on top of is consistently changing the oil, keeping the oil clean so that oil cleaner or the oil cooler don't clog up. So I'll be doing that religiously. But again, just I'm all open for any of y'all horror stories, any of y'all issues I may have had with 6.0. Leave me some comments, leave me some information. I'm gonna let it run probably about 20 minutes. I always just check my pressure on this valve right here. I always got, it's never tight. I can always squeeze this hose on the radiator, which was my first indicator that there really wasn't no issues with the any kind of exhaust head gasket issues. So I'm hoping I might be the anomaly, the one that got a good 6.0. And I can get a good little run with this truck. So I'm gonna keep this video somewhat short. Let y'all listen to it run for a little while. Been running good. I really haven't seen no issues. I just keep going on YouTube, and when I post a video, I get a bunch of comments saying, "Oh boy, you done got into a nightmare." And I'm saying some guys that say the 6.0 is the best light duty diesel that you can really get once you do the bulletproof and once you kind of upgrade all the manufacturing flaws that Ford did. I swear it's always something Ford. I don't know what Ford issue is with their engineering. They just like to put out products real fast and just say, "Oh, it's the best." But later on, they always have all type of issues when you got to go back into them and do repairs later on down the road. But I'm gonna stick to my plan. Try to run this for 6 months and just upgrade trucks from there. I would really love to go with like a Cummins, like a Dodge 3500 or bigger than that, maybe an F450 or an F550. So squeezing my hose. Still not tight. It was a really clean truck. Besides this tear in the seat, that's like the only issue that this truck had, and the bed frame mounts where they mount to the actual cab, where the bed mounts to the truck, were rusted out, so the bed was starting to sag. So I just went ahead and removed the bed off the back of the truck. At the time, it worked out for my plan. So I'm gonna run it. I hope I don't get no unwanted attention over here while I'm doing my video. That's the guy that owns this storage yard. He likes to ride around and be nosy all the time. Alright, so again, this is my Ford F350 6.0 Power Stroke. Leave me any kind of advice you got for me. What can I do preventative to make sure my 6.0 runs? I want to extend the life of my 6.0. So I'm going to cross my fingers. And now I got to move my car because I'm parking this guy's and my buddies. I'm parked in his spot as usual. Whenever I come to the yard, he always come off the road and come back. Every single time. But alright. Thank y'all for watching this video. Make sure y'all share it, like it, leave me a comment. All that YouTube stuff y'all already know. It's the process.